The disciplined services cast their ballots on May 2. Information received by Nightly News indicate that the process at most of the polling stations went relatively well, with the exception of the Ghana Defence Force Coast Guard base at Ramveld. On Saturday, Nightly News spoke with Chief of Staff Brigadier Mark Phillips at Base Camp Ayangana. According to Brigadier Phillips, unease came about as a result of the process not being fully understood.
I think you know that there are two envelopes. There's an inner envelope with a number that will direct the ballot to where you reside. Okay, so that's been rectified now. Under the normal elections on 11th, the ballot will be stamped. But for today, there's that inner envelope with the number which will direct it to where it has to go, where you register, and then they do the stamping there.
Brigadier Phillips explained that there was a voters' education exercise and that from all indications, efforts were not made to clarify doubts regarding the process. The Defence Force Chief added that besides that incident, the entire process went way beyond expectations and should be an example of what the disciplined services expect from the rest of the population on May 11.
Both parties, the APNU, AFC coalition and the PPP would have written to the army. Have you had talks with your men, your troops on the letter that was received, the letters?
No, there's no need for me to talk to the troops about the letters. The letters were in the papers. The troops read the newspapers. I think they were on the social media. And our troops, they also utilize the social media a lot. So they're basically inform us to what the leaders of all the parties is trying to communicate to them. So there's no need for the chief of staff or any one of his officers to be interpreting those letters to the troops.
You voted. What influenced your party selection?
My right to vote.
Nightly News spoke with ranks at Camp Base Ayangana. Here are Private Akeem Nicholas and Sergeant Sherwin James.
When you selected your political party, what did you look at?
Just look, put my X in as it.
So you already made up your mind which party you're voting for prior to today. What influenced that decision?
Well, actually my surroundings, my profession, everything.
How confident are you of whichever party you would have selected doing well at the polls?
Well, basically my confidence level is not to the extent that it need to be, but I'm still hoping for the best. So that's about it.
More than 7,000 ranks reportedly voted. Meanwhile, the PPPC complained on Monday, among other minor concerns, that in some cases, a few of the ballot boxes arrived late at their respective locations. GCOM in the meantime is guaranteeing that all votes cast by the disciplined services will be counted on elections day. The body stated too that the entire process, that is, voting, sorting and intermixing, are being observed by agents of political parties, local and international observers. Handel Duncan, AHGP Nightly News.